Today there is important news from Poland. Here, Russian drones violate Polish airspace not only as part of the war in Ukraine, but also as a tool to sow doubt and cause panic inside NATO territory. However, Poland has just announced the creation of an anti-drone strategy that will deal with the problem, as Russia refuses to stop escalating. In the latest and most dangerous escalation yet, an unidentified drone recently crashed inside a Polish military compound in Przasnysz, just meters from an ammunition depot at the second radio electronics center, roughly 90 kilometers north of Warsaw. A duty officer observed the drone flying over the base before it lost control and fell onto the premises, narrowly avoiding what could have been a catastrophic explosion on NATO territory. Military police secured the drone and launched a formal investigation, but the damage was already done at the strategic level, with this incident showing how little margin for error now exists on Poland's eastern flank. At a time when drone warfare is proliferating and Russia's war against Ukraine continues, even a technical malfunction can carry dangerous consequences. The risk of the drone causing an explosion in the ammunition depot triggered an immediate alarm in Warsaw. Polish Prime Minister Donald Tusk openly stated that a line has now been crossed and the situation is incomparably more dangerous than before. Polish leadership convened emergency security discussions as patience with repeated provocations reached its limit. These meetings tied directly into the expansion of the East Shield initiative, accelerating deployments of mobile counter-drone systems, strengthening protection of military and energy infrastructure, and tightening coordination with NATO on the alliance's eastern flank. The drone crash is part of a wider and alarming pattern of violations of Polish airspace. Whenever Russia launches major strikes in western Ukraine, Poland is forced to temporarily close its skies as missiles, drones, or unknown objects approach or cross the border. Just hours after the crash, authorities again shut airspace along the northern border after Belarusian balloons were detected. Similar incidents are rising across Europe, from Germany to the Baltics, with drones seen near ports, training areas, and critical infrastructure. Most importantly, whether the latest drone incursion was accidental, negligent, or deliberate is almost beside the point, as Russia understood the risks of its actions long ago. Repeated high-risk provocations with drones straying across borders, hybrid pressure, and ambiguous incidents are events that are bound to go wrong eventually. Moscow's familiar response has been denial and deflection, claiming drones are not Russian, suggesting Ukrainian electronic warfare redirected them, or even alleging Kiev launched them deliberately to provoke escalation by use of a false flag operation. Poland, however, holds no illusions, as drones are disassembled and positively identified as 100% Russian, which speaks clearly not of a so-called mistake, but of an intentional escalation. At this number of incursions, tolerance gives way to active countermeasures, and Warsaw has reached that point. Poland has signed a landmark agreement to build what it describes as Europe's first fully integrated intelligent anti-drone shield. The Sun counter-drone system, developed with Norway's Kongsberg Defense and Aerospace and Poland's State Defense Group PGZ, is valued at roughly $4.2 billion. The system will deploy 18 anti-drone batteries, 52 firing platoons, and 18 command platoons supported by more than 700 vehicles, combining guns, missiles, interceptor drones, and electronic warfare. Deliveries are planned to begin this year, with full deployment expected within 24 months. The system will integrate with Poland's existing layered air defense, including Patriot batteries, narrow short-range systems, and Pilica very short-range defenses, forming a dense shield along the eastern border, aimed at preventing any future Russian provocations. Overall, the message from Poland is clear, as the country is investing massively in air defense and electronic warfare not out of ambition, but necessity. Its proximity to the war in Ukraine now affects Polish airspace almost daily, and each drone incursion, closure, and near miss brings Poland closer to a point where restraint may no longer be possible. These measures are an active tool to protect NATO airspace and avoid war, with the hope that they will not be realized too late as Russia continues its path to escalation. If you would like to explore other key developments today that we couldn't cover in this video, make sure to visit our interactive news map. The link to our interactive map is in the description below. Thank you for watching this update, and a special thanks to everyone already following our interactive map.